will never get to 40 prop firm accounts. You will never scale your live account to tens of thousands of dollars if you have a complex model. You will never scale your accounts up to a really big size if there's way too much discretion in your trading. This is why you're going to need an objective model. Your model should only consist of 1 to 3 confirmations max. Because once you start adding all of these confirmations, and I fell victim to this, where you had a 7-step plan, an 8-step plan, you think the more confirmations, the higher the win rate. That's not completely false, but if you're sacrificing your frequency of trades for a lower win rate, and let's say you take, instead of 100 trades in a year, you take 50 with a 5% higher win rate, well, guess what? Because of the frequency of trading going down, your win rate actually doesn't really matter as much, and it diminishes the edge itself. So you need to find the right balance. What ICT preaches, and a lot of people preach, is back of a business card. That's how many things you should be adding to your model. Like if you can't fit it on the back of a business card, it's too much of a model. So ideally, it should be 1 to 3 things for your model for confirmations. It should be very simple, and it should be very objective. There shouldn't be a lot of room for discretion. Yes, we believe in, like the discretionary traders and human emotions, and we kind of filter out the good and bad trades, but you want to be filtering out an objective process. So let me explain that further. So let's say I'm going to make up a model. This is not what I trade. Or actually, I'll do what I trade. So first, I need a bias. Actually, no, we don't even gonna do that. That could be the discretionary part. So you have a bias, you decide whatever. You could be right, you could be wrong. Step 1, we need to form a swing in a I use power of 3 size dealing ranges, right? So it would be from black line to black line. Don't worry about all the colors. From black line to black line. I need a swing lower high to form around this area. After that, I need displacement through the orange, right? We make a swing lower high at the lower high range, lower high, and then displacement through this orange line needs to hit displacement up to the blue line, not the box, but the line. It's OTE of the range. And then third, no, that's actually it, right? So it's very objective, but it's also very simple. So we'll summarize this. Displacement through orange, hit blue line, and that's like the model criteria, right? And now the entry is a limit on orange, right? So now that we've established these 3 things, now we have a valid entry criteria. But the entry itself is going to be a limit on the orange. And for me, this helps me with my personality because this is very objective. It's either there or it's not, right? And once I see this happening, it's not like I have to enter, even if it's sketchy. If I don't like the trade, I won't enter the trade. But now I have a very simple, objective approach to set a limit with a fixed amount of risk. And then my target equals EQ. So the red line. So what does this look like? Here's a perfect example. So we make a swing low or high. Swing low right here. We have displacement to the blue line right there. And then we retrace. And by displacement, I mean a fair value got made through the orange line. It has to be touching it. Boom, we retrace. Where do we put our limit? On the orange line. My stop is fixed to the black line, 41 points. Target is fixed to this red line, so it's going to be 81 points, roughly, right there. Right, so that's the model for. I didn't take this because I was looking for shorts actually. So right, this filtered out a lot of trades for you because then I would have maybe got FOMO and shorted here, but I'm looking for shorts. I wanted to short here. I wanted the swing high to be made here. It didn't happen. We had a good long setup. I was wrong about the buys. It's okay. I didn't have to trade it. So this is the model, right? Step 1, swing lower high. This initiates it. Step 2, displace through the orange line. And then 3, hit the blue line. Don't hit the EQ. So it has to be in this range, right? Don't hit EQ. And it has to be above the blue line. So if it goes into this range and retraces, that would be a valid time to set a limit order. Very objective, very simple. And this makes it so I can trust the model, right? Because I can backtest this so easily and simply. I can get hundreds of reps with the exact same model. I can run these like risk simulations. I can even pull them up. I can run these risk simulations, and I can really trust the model because there's not a lot of moving parts, so it'll basically be the same every time. Maybe there's a little human error. Maybe I'm a little sleepy. Maybe, this model will. You can allow human error. You can be wrong, and you can fuck up sometimes. And overall, you're gonna be okay because you have this edge in the marketplace. All right, so you don't have to stress and fear and overtrade and get anxiety. It's like it's either there or it's not. It's either there or it's not. And what this does is it really just like takes away that anxiety from your trading. You're not going to be fearful of your drawdowns anymore, and you're going to have a realistic grasp on what you have to do to trade. Right? There is still a chance that I blow an account with, this is a top step 50K or something, 250 risk, 4%, so 2K loss. You can run the simulation a few times, about a 3 to 5% chance that the account blows up. Even if that blows up, I'll buy new accounts, right? It's not a big deal. So what this does is it really, really helps. The more variables, the more you could ruin your edge, the harder it is to track for yourself, especially if you're doing discretionary trading. It's really just like, and this is what I talked about in the last video, where you set up your schedule in a way where you can't go and revenge trade after the session's done. So what this does, it makes it very... you're setting up your environment for success, and this is how you're going, I'm not going to tell you how to do this because I haven't done this, but this is how I'm planning on scaling up my account size, my live account. I'm going to make a live account, my prop firm accounts. This is how I plan to scale because it's going to be very simple. It's going to be very repeatable, and yeah, simplicity scales. I guess that's the main message of the video. Is try to keep it simple, try to keep it objective, and really set yourself up for success by doing these things. Right, this took like hours and hours and hours and days of back testing to make sure I got the stats right, make sure I have enough data, and I'm gonna keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. But like at the end of the day, this is the boring work required, right? You didn't think this was gonna be easy money. You want to work hard. You knew this was gonna be hard work. This is the hard work. This is the hard part. This is the boring part. This is the hard work. So you got to collect a bunch of data, make a model, craft a model, formulate a model. Really like craft it and refine it and tune it, and then back test it, and then collect more data, and then redo it and restart. And this is what's required for this industry. But yeah, that's really it for the video. Good luck and good trading.